Caring, the displaying of kindness and concern for others, as in caring for an invaluable friend. Caring, the work or practice of looking after those unable to care for themselves, especially the sick, the elderly, and those who just need a helping hand. Encouraging, the selfless giving of support or confidence, bringing restoration and hope that there can be promise for a better tomorrow. The Osceola Council on Aging touches the lives of people of all generations, from all backgrounds and life situations. It is our mission to provide services to enable independence and self-sufficiency for seniors, disabled adults, the disadvantaged, and families in poverty. But that's not all we do. We show love. We open our hearts to those who need to feel the warmth of care and encouragement. At the Osceola Council on Aging, we envision a community where compassion and respect for each other is expressed in the belief that investing in human potential gives each individual the capacity to excel and to shape one's own path.
And you can see how happy they are, I guess, by being able to help someone else. So it makes you feel good to know that they have their challenges, they have their problems, and they're still happy to help someone else. And my uncle, Guillermo Lorengel, has been getting Meals on Wheels for the past 3 years. He looks forward every morning for the meals, and he really enjoys them. I pray every day that God gives me another day so I can help him. It's so hard, you know. He barely makes it, and it's not easy. We're really grateful to the Council on Aging and Meals on Wheels because it's a great help for him and for myself that, you know, I can be here to wait for you people to bring his meals.
The meal is one part, and it's great because I don't know what they would do without having these meals delivered to them. But to actually be in their homes and see their conditions and their needs, it's just been an eye-opening experience.
Makes you feel good that somebody's checking on you.
I hope they enjoy my company. I absolutely enjoy their company.
Through the Council on Aging, I mean, my caseworker's done more than any caseworker. You know, she's come over, she's did papers for me and different things that I wouldn't have got done. I mean, I just would have give up. Until you get locked in your house by an illness, you don't think about how many people are actually in their home and cannot go out. And these people bring a smile into their day and their lunch, and it makes them feel a lot better. Well, for over a year, I haven't been out of the house, like I said, since last July of last year. I can't go up or down the steps. So they're gonna build me a ramp, which I'll be able to get out in my wheelchair and do things, which is unbelievable. If you think outside is a common thing, you know, but to think you can't go out and do something's really hard. But with that ramp, I'll have freedom. It changes you. You don't realize how much little things do. Like before, I would have never thought how much it meant to me if I'd have been in this position for somebody to walk in here and say good morning.
Hi, I'm Glorimar Garcia, and this is Glorie Rodriguez. We love it here. We feel blessed to be here. Yeah, we came here through the Council of Aging, and we feel really blessed because we finally have a affordable, safe place to live, which is not easy with both of us being disabled. Glorie was born at 23 weeks, prematurity. She weighed 1 pound, 10 ounces, and they said she wasn't gonna last 24 hours. And she's 27 years old now, so she's a blessing, a little miracle. She only weighed 1 pound.
Go outside.
You wanna go outside, okay. Glorie's blind and she has cerebral palsy. My daughter got sick and I was not able to afford. I take care of her by myself, and yeah, we ended up in the shelter. We lost everything. We lost the house and everything. I usually feel so alone with her, but since I moved in here, you know, everybody's here, and you know, you have all the help here at the office, and you know, they help us out with a lot of things, whatever we need to do with, you know, social work and everything. They helped us a lot. We really appreciate everything that the Council of Aging has done for us, and I really encourage everyone that can help us, because it's really dear to our heart, you know. It's made a big difference to us.
I live in a subsidized housing, but we have a great organization, Council on Aging, which does tremendous things for us all. My family is here. Anyone that wants a home and want people that care about them, they need to come here. I know it's kind of rough to put a name on a waiting list, but I waited 6 years to get in here. I like it because it's mine. Anybody that can donate or can give, please do, because there are so many. You would see the people that are coming, older people, and they're still able to take care of themselves, and they have to wait so long.
Ken and Tom are brothers that had been together but hadn't seen each other in years. Both of them were homeless, and they happened to run into each other, and they were shocked. So since then, they have stuck together forever.
Council on Aging were fantastic because at the time my brother needed surgery, and as I said, the cancer was getting bad. We ended up going down there because he didn't have coverage and I couldn't put him on my coverage.
When Ken was in the hospital recently, Thomas was in there with him, and Thomas fainted. So the hospital checked him out, and Dr. Magnuson saw him and discovered he had a growth on the side of his neck, and he said it's cancer. And we went out to his motel. We brought him some food, and then we got him a phone because we knew we would have to be in contact with him to set him up with doctor's appointments. And we gave him some bus passes.
And again, that phone it saved my little buttercup a few times.
We brought him over, the doctor saw him. We then referred him to one of our cancer treatment centers, and they accepted him. He had stitches that went like from all the way up here, all the way down here. So we knew that that would have to be inside because you didn't want it to get infected.
It was the fact that we needed a place to stay. They helped us with that. Then my brother needed the surgery, and they helped us with that.
Stitches look good and the infection is good, and so now they're just waiting to see what kind of treatment that he will need to follow up with since the surgery.
It just shows you that there are compassionate people out there.
They just were living outside. They had nowhere to live. Thomas didn't have any insurance. He had nothing. And so they were so grateful that we were helping them. Like, really, they were. Sorry, it's emotional. But they would call, and we were like, the Council on Aging was the only phone number in their phone. So no matter what happened. And one time, Ken was having problems, and he was having seizures. And they called, and they're like, we just didn't know who to call. And it was just so emotional because they just have nobody. So the Council on Aging is the only connection that they have. And so it's just nice that we're able to, with all the different partners we have, that we were able to get him treatment and that he's doing well.
I was diagnosed in 2015 of September, and I was just kind of doing everything on my own, you know, and I thought I can do this, you know. I did it before, you know, but this time, this was a little bit tougher this time for me, you know. So then I thought, you know what, I'm going to give Council on Aging a call. And she goes, I remember you. She goes, I remember your dad. And even some of the gals that are the volunteers, they remember my dad. I wasn't eating right at all. And that's another reason my daughter said to me, you've lost so much weight. But I just wasn't cooking, or, you know, you grab a sandwich or a cup of soup, you know, you think that's good enough. but it wasn't. And that was another reason when I called, I started eating much better, because they do. The meals are excellent. You get your veggie, you get everything that you need that's good for you. And I started eating. You don't think about ever getting cancer or being ill or having to depend on someone. You know, we take life for granted sometimes, but then, you know, things hit you and you need that help, and they're always there. And that's what I tell everybody. Counseling agents, they're the best. In fact, I even said, if I beat this thing, I'm gonna go over and see what I can do. I mean, not driving, but, you know, see if I can do something over there to help out.
I'm 85 years old, and I am in one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life as far as all the people are concerned. I've just been treated with love and care and respect in everything, and it means a great deal at my age, believe me. And I lost my husband very painfully. I saw him catch fire, and he lived for several days before we had to take off his life support. So I had a terrible time with post-traumatic stress problems, and I tried very hard to be contributive too, because you really get a lot out of contributing to things and other people and other activities, and so I have tried. Boy, did I get rid of the nightmares, flashbacks, and all that kind of stuff. I started taking the local transit bus, and it came down, and I had a very busy street to cross. There was a signal on it, but I would cross it, walk down to the sender here, and Carmen would, "What are you doing walking down here?" And you could tell she was scared to death for me. She wasn't mad at me. She was just very worried that I was gonna end up being hurt, because the traffic gets a little wild here at times. She arranged for transportation for me to come over here for the well, mostly the exercise classes I take here, but I do play bingo sometimes. They pick me up at my door, and they bring me straight up here, drop me off. We know ahead of time what I'm gonna be doing, and they pick me up when it's all over and take me home to my door. They're there for me, to help me and support me and guide me if I need it, and I do a lot of times, believe me. Oh, this has just made my life so different and so much more worthwhile. Thank you to the Council on Aging of Osceola County. I am so grateful.
We ask you to join us. Join us in showing a caring and loving heart. Join us as we reach out to make a difference. Join us as we show sincere devotion for others in our community. Join us as we serve all generations, bringing hope, healing, and kindness to those who are in need.